working out with Nutritional Diversity team, you are going to get super strong.
And work out a beast, like an animal.
Hey, my name is Maria. I just had a workout with Brandon from Nutritional Diversity. I had a killer workout. He incorporated everything from breath work to different movements, and I will totally be feeling it tomorrow. I definitely would work out with him again.
How was the workout session?
Fantastic. Let's do it again.
All right. How am I on the scale of 1 to 10?
Beast. He's a beast. I give him 12.
And my friend,
Fuerte.
duro, muy fuerte, entrena muy duro. Acá en Panamá.
This guy is professional. It's hard, very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's right.
All right, Rose, let's do it. Work with that. Work with the brother because he's working a lot and he's working so harder. Let's go. No pain, no gain.
Good day.
Absolutely beautiful.
Having a different experience in my life, no? I'm trying to become better in my life, in everything, and Brandon is helping me too much. And you don't know how much, because I gotta wake up really, very early dawn to go run, like 5 miles, going and back, you know? Going and taking back. But, so, we are drinking the Nutritional Diversity products that they are so nice, man, you know? That makes me feel better, you know? All the time, man. It's changing my mind. It's changing my life for everything. And I don't know you, but I didn't know that. And I was thinking that I'm in the correct way. But when I found this, I thought, oh man, I was needing this, you know? And this is so nice for my life. Nutritional Diversity with Brandon. Right, man.
Can you tell us what permaculture is?
Yeah, permaculture is the opposite of monoculture, which is the modern method of agriculture, modern agriculture. And it's the same plant planted over and over again for miles. We've all seen it on the side of the road or from the airplane, the squares and the circles. It's chemical dependent farming and machine dependent farming that kills and mutates thousands of pollination insects. It's a silent threat to the ecology. It's really kills the land that it's being grown on. Even in 20 years, you can't even use that soil to produce much. So it's kind of against the grain. I don't know where we got the idea from, because it's not from nature, which is where we get the idea of permaculture. Is from nature. It's from God's page or nature's page, and it's multiple species planted together in its intended harmony, and that soil lives, and that soil's got tons of life, as a matter of fact, and we can enhance ecologies that are put together that way to make a real, you know, infinite amounts of wonderland, however the permaculturists would decide.
I know. And what did you guys learn the most?
You can eat whatever you want to eat. You just believe.
Alright, there's some stuff out there that will kill you. But there is probably a very high percentage of it is true, and we should be eating that percentage. Way better stuff. What did you think about the power in the different fruits, and leaves that you ate? Like more flavor, less flavor?
It's crazy.
I really like the flavors and I really like the high.
You feel buzzed, right? You feel good.
Like for half an hour I would say it was like pretty damn high.
So dude, I've seen this cure a whole bunch of different ailments. But in my particular case, it cured me of depression. Being that you're going into psychology, what do you think about eating this and it possibly being a quick cure for depression?
I think that's a crazy thing that there should be more research on.
Hang out with the Killer Bee, Mr. Killer JP. And what do? We did some swimming. How do you feel?
I'm tired, man. I'm exhausted.
How was the gym workout today?
Solid. We worked hard and exhausted. Getting back after my surgery, getting back to where I was before, and hopefully beyond that. Let's keep getting better.
Just had a bomb workout with Brandon from Nutritional Diversity. Recommend to everybody.
Can you tell me
Thank you.
how different the vegetables that are grown in a monoculture are different than a permaculture?
They're extremely different. So when we're going to the grocery store, you've got glyphosate and a plethora of other agriculture chemicals invested in growing this domesticated, weaker species of food that would never survive out in a permaculture because it's not competitive enough of a species. It's been domesticated and it's now dependent on these chemicals to really come to fruition, right? Where permaculture is the science of raising either those species should the cook prefer, or but I specifically work with species that are not in the grocery store. They've never been desired by the centrally distributed food system, and they're just completely other robust species that can hang in jungle nature, permaculture, food forest types of installations.
So this is food from just straight nature,
right?
If I'm correct.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's agriculturally engineered products. Corn, rice are agriculturally engineered products. We don't realize this. That agricultural engineering took place in pre-Columbian times, and we don't even know today how to duplicate it or the soil types that they use, such as terra preta. But the permaculture is now, because permaculture has only really been kind of like growing over the last 40 years or 50, 60 years now since Bill Mollison started it. So this is like a concept, permanent culture from like the hippie wave, from the 60s basically. But it's just been revised a bunch of times. And there's a human, social, cultural outline of how to produce these things within friends to make it faster and easier and more sustainable and repetitively, but for nutritional diversity diet, I don't just particularly recommend permaculture. Best source of a lot of different species, because as soon as you go to a permaculturist, his science is growing in diversity, so he's going to have a good set of stuff for you to start with. If you can match up 5 of them, now you've got kind of like a nutritional diversity requisite diet, and then you can start to source from your own home garden, which is really the best way. And then you can start to also source from other just small organic farmers who maybe don't have the permaculture, but you can get specific things to them that they really love to grow and do a really good job growing.
So who can really benefit from having a nutritionally diverse
Everyone, because we
diet?
like kind of a slave diet right now, a very narrow spectrum of foods that don't really answer to our nutritional needs. So that's why sports athletes are addicted to supplements and all this, because those help answer our performance needs. So anyone who switches from the modern diet, whatever diet, it doesn't matter, vegan, none of all these things are using those materials, those same sourcing, and the same concept of just making a recipe with 6 or 7, 8 things. I'm telling you, that's not the way any other primate in nature eats, or any other mammal in nature eats. And so once you switch over to a highly diverse nutritional spectrum, in my experience, was pretty much the best, I think, right now, anywhere. I don't like a cocky person, I wouldn't want to be one, but that, you know, in my experience, like people, we've seen ulcerative colitis go away, just all kinds of different conditions, mental and physical, and then in every case and category, performance goes up. And athletic testing, that's the easy one. I just start giving you the stuff for 20 days, and then we'll show you how your physical performance markers have increased, and everybody at that point is just crying all the cries, right? You know, I think better, I think clearer, sleeping better, this issue. So it's just like a really all natural human optimization thing that we were at one time capitalizing on, and then somehow, and food, by the way, modern food from the grocery store is going to get worse. It's not going to plateau or level off. It's going to get worse as far as food quality.
You're putting me on a spot. Well, it's like the first take.
It might be
then.
best.
It's the first take. As far as strength training or recovery from injuries, Brandon is the best. But as far as ripping up the abs, that's me. But Brandon is the... I've never seen a kid without juice, without steroids, so strong. He's an extremely strong human being, and he works out like a dog. He works out systematically, well organized, and I work out with him whenever I can.
For years now, everyone has been telling us to make more videos, to make better videos. Okay, come down and let's do it. I tell them. Tons of people tell me they want to get in shape. I say, okay, come down, we will do it. It is one thing to say it and another to do it. Most of the time I find what people say has nothing to do with what they actually do. In my life, humbly, I have found that if you feel you should do something, you better do it. The other option is living with regret. That said, I have the most faith in the word of a person who has done a lot in their life.
Can you explain how permaculture and nutritional diversity is better for our overall Earth?
Oh, okay, right, yeah. So, first of all, children have lost their connection to nature, which is we're experiencing social problem crises, right? Well, kids in nature, they get examples and they get a whole different experience, and also kids who grow greens eat greens. You know, if they grew it, they're amazed. All these kids right now, they don't even have that experience, number one. And then, you know, number two, this is a practice of sustainability, essentially. It's we're back to organic, natural, right, and sustainability. So in many ways, it's hugely, I mean, and the potential is endless with this if you really think about it. If we start just tending, nurturing nature, all of us, we would be living in like an Avatar paradise type of a wonderland situation. It would be a lot better. You know what I mean? We just, as soon as we can take that model on, the whole entire world would improve immensely.
And can you explain a little bit how it affects the soil?
Yeah, so if so soil life in the jungle is really abundant. It's really, it's just full of life, and we can enhance that. It was enhanced. You should get a better produce of what you're eating by enhancing the soil. So that shows you right there the importance of that relationship with nature, primarily, just right, and you're going to get a huge benefit from that we're not getting right now, which is why there's health crisis more and more as we go into the.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you got into nutritional diversity and into permaculture, and what type of effect it's had on your life?
Oh yeah, so this saved my life, pretty much, and I, as a lifelong athlete, had numerous potential points in that athletic career, so to speak. Yeah, I can double my performance using this method 100%. My injury experience is way down. I'm almost never injured anymore at all. I'm like never sick. If everybody I show this to is like, whoa. And it really works for every single person, every single case and category of performance.
Mucho buen esfuerzo y bueno, gracias al patrocinador Manuel Sanjur se pudo lograr el objetivo de una donación y bueno, gracias a Dios aquí tenemos todos los implementos y
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Manuel Sanjur. Hoy les voy a hablar de Diversity Nutritional Well Center. Yo soy practicante de surf y otras actividades físicas. Les hablo desde Isla Colón, Bocas del Toro, y soy practicante del programa. Antes que todo quiero decirles que funciona, es un programa sólido, realmente hace un cambio estructural en tu cuerpo, en tu forma de verte. Le doy gracias a Brando, gran entrenador, buen amigo y una persona que sabe mucho sobre esto.
Por su parte, el señor Manuel Sanjur, en representación de estos dueños de negocios que creen en el apoyo al deporte, nos dio sus impresiones.
Buen día, ante todo, gracias por la oportunidad.
Next level of tip-top shape at all times. It's constantly growing and I've been working real hard, getting real dirty and hibernating and working on information, working on my ideas, getting them down, and it's starting to blow up, starting to become a real recipe for success in multiple lives down here in Panama. The train is rolling, a lot on the line for a lot of people.
And now I'm home, and I would also say thank you again for all experience I got there, because it was super amazing experience, and it changed my mindset, lifestyles and habits, and I started to teach my family and my brother what I learned here. Today I did special also super shake and super nutritious lunch with many fruits, vegetables, and plants. And also I found some plants which are super typical for Czech Republic, and they are not known. Well, the benefits are not super known, but I searched and I found something which is similar to ketuk, but not in Central America, but in Czech Republic. And also I made a shake from it. And today we have lunch, and I tell them about you, about your farm, about the nutritional diversity, and prepare some meal for them. So yeah, I'm really using what I got there, and so thank you very much. And hopefully I will see you again, and because I'm planning next year to go to Central America with my girlfriend again, so I think that we will meet again. So thank you very much. It was a really amazing experience, really amazing, helpful, and really life changing. So thank you very much. See you.